Right, so good evening and welcome to Cannon Fodder, but the Easy Talk segment. And we're buoyant, we're excited. We've been having a good chat before we went live, and someone's had a can of beer.
Salud. Salud, everyone. That's it. That's what it is. So it's
Oh,
Friday. It's Friday. Come on. And we won yesterday. I mean, it's just a good day. Even the sun was shining today. It's beautiful.
all right, so let me do the intro. So we've got Tops. Tops, what's happening, man?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm buzzing after yesterday, man. Brilliant performance. Got the win. 2-0, clean sheet as well. Can't really complain, Obviously, fantastic win, man. And hopefully we can get through after that performance. So, yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Thanks for having me back on as well.
Yeah, see, you can tell it's Friday.
Yeah, man.
Someone's drinking beer. But anyway.
What was that highlight, though? Jeez, just
Enjoy
a
yourself,
Friday.
bro. Enjoy yourself.
And then we've got one of the founding fathers of the EASYTALK, LilMazy. LilMazy, good to have you back, man. How you going? Oh, he's frozen out. He's frozen out.
Oh,
Ah,
he did say his internet was a bit dodgy.
yeah.
So,
But
come
no
on.
worries. And then we've got a newbie on the channel, on the show.
Yes,
Pabs, what's
yes.
happening? ¿Cómo estás?
Hello. Todo bien, todo bien.
Okay, very
Buzzing. I mean, it's
buzzing.
so happy to have Torreira, man. What a game he had. We needed him back. So, and what a goal. I mean, yes, it counted as a known goal, but it was just that maneuver in it, how he sent him looking for a chip somewhere else. It's lovely. What a good goal. But anyways,
So
Pablo.
So you reckon that we really missed Torreira?
Oh,
What about Ramsey? Do you think we missed Ramsey as well?
Oh,
Or?
absolutely. I mean, I don't know if it has anything to do the positivity by playing at the Emirates. There's a positive vibe, definitely. I don't know if Emery got. Obviously, he got the tactics right, but everyone was pumped up. And I only wish we could see the same energy when we play away. Like with Everton, we did a completely different ball game. Really, it was just two Arsenals. It was completely two different Arsenals. An Arsenal that wanted the game, and an Arsenal that went and sort of defend. And it's just not clicking. I mean, I think. I forgot her name. The presenter on Sky Sports said, this is what we want to see. We have to bring the game to them. For example, and I know we're talking Napoli, but I'm talking about Everton at the moment. We didn't bring the game to them. We just let them play, and they battered us, man. Simple as that. Sometimes the best defense is to attack, and we did that yesterday. Napoli is a stubborn team that can defend. They come from the Italian league. They can attack as well, don't get me wrong. Having said that, they haven't been in the greatest of forms. At home, they lost a few matches in their respective league. But still, Napoli is Napoli, and they have a top manager. And, they just didn't get out of the Liverpool group, which for me was the group of death in the Champions League, and it was just by the skin of the teeth. So, to beat them 2-0 is a great result.
Yeah.
And I just wish it would have been 3-4-0. I would feel more comfortable. It's only halftime, but we're winning, and let's take that positive vibe into the away game.
Yeah, Pabs, before I go to Pops, I've got a very quick question because you quickly spoke about the match with Everton there, and you said about we know that our away record this season is absolutely atrocious.
Yes.
So with the Everton game, do you not think it's more? I mean, I hate to blame people, but Unai Emery chose the players. He chose the formation.
But this is exactly what I say. Okay, he could have had the Napoli game in mind. Fair enough. Maybe he wanted to rest some players and keep the energy levels up for the Napoli game. But you know, I love old Nenny. I love the guy. He's committed, but I don't think he was fit enough to play that Everton game, man. And this is where I say, you know, we miss Lucas Torreira. We miss Granit Xhaka. You know, these are players that can let Ozil play the ball. You know what I mean? When they're so defensive and they just don't put that little pass forward that, you know, Ozil needs in order to create there in the number 10 role. It's just difficult, you know, and you know, win the ball back. I mean, our defense again. I do believe it was a bit flimsy to say the least. I mean, Everton had 20 shots or something like that. I can't remember the stat. But it's you know, no disrespect to Everton. I actually looked like a mug when I came into the pub and watched the game. I said, "Oh, Everton are crap." I said, and I said it on the Everton side of the fans. You know, I just and they just said, "Well, we're Everton." I'm like, "All right." I just went to the other side of the pub, and what happened? They won. You know what I mean? It's just like, no disrespect to Everton, but they are not the greatest of teams out there. You know, and when we're chasing the top four, we should have beat them. That's my opinion. But
okay.
Anyways.
So LilMazy, you missed the intro, but yeah, LilMazy, welcome back to Easy Talk.
Yeah. What happened was my connection like cut out like twice, and what happened last time was it cut out about 4 times, and then it just wouldn't let me back. So I'm hoping it doesn't happen again.
I know the feeling. But anyway, welcome back on the Easy Talk. Tops. So, what's your assessment of the match last night, Napoli?
Yeah, man. Like I was saying earlier, I think it was just a fantastic performance all round. I thought, you know, Unai Emery got the players pumped up, and rightly so. It was a big European home game, and I think, you know, I know obviously originally we're supposed to be playing in Naples first, but I think it's actually done us a favour that we had the home tie first, because we all know how our away form was dreadful, and we could have easily played them away last night and been like 3-0 down, 4-0 down, based off how we played, you know, away against Rennes and away against Bate Borisov in the previous round. So I think that did us a massive favour. But like your man was saying there, I think Torreira, having him back, the fact that he's been banned for, 3 games, feels like an eternity since he's last played for Arsenal. Well, the fact we had him back and just the tenacity in midfield with him and Ramsey pressing, and Ozil, to be fair to him, pressing from the midfield, putting all their midfielders under pressure where they're making mistakes and we're winning the ball high up the pitch. And the fact that we had 2 strikers making different runs, spreading their defence. People like Koulibaly didn't know whether to track Aubameyang or Lacazette. And I think that caused them quite a lot of problems. And that made more space for Ramsey and Torreira to drive into the midfield. And you've seen it with the couple of goals we scored. And I just think the overall levels and concentration levels as well, especially with the defence, Socrates, and I thought Koscielny was brilliant considering that's his first game back in the 3 or 4 games. I thought he was very, very good as well. And the fullbacks, Maitland-Niles, fantastic. The recovery tackles he was making, getting into attacking positions and getting back defensively as well, I just think was absolutely superb. So overall, I'm disappointed, like you said, that we at least should have scored at least another goal to make it 3-0. But at the same time, you've got to be fair and say Insigne had a glorious opportunity that he should be scoring in the first half. Yeah. That should have been an away goal. And then in the second half, they had literally a tap in. I don't know why the guy didn't go with his left foot, tried to go with his right, blaze it over, and that could have been 2 away goals. And if you look in it, would I rather have a 2-0 or a 4-2? 2-0 all day long, because 2-0 after, if we would have won 4-2, 2-0 defeat would have knocked us out, whereas now they have to win 3-0. So the clean sheet was definitely more important than trying to get a 3rd or 4th and conceding that sloppy away goal. That, because I remember even last season when we beat CSK, we beat them 4-1, and in the second leg we were 2-0 down, and if they would have scored another one, we would have been out just because of that away goal. So for me, keeping a clean sheet in the first leg of a home game is very, very important, and I think it puts the home team in the second leg on the back foot, because as you said, if we get an early away goal, they've got to score 4 goals in one game, and that's difficult for any team to do. So for me, happy with the performance. Happy that we can play like that, and just frustrated that we can't do that away from home. If we could able to even replicate half of that kind of performance, we'd be in the top 4 easily, and we wouldn't even be worried about having a race for it because we would have put to way more away wins than we have. So yeah, just hoping that Emery can translate that home form into the away performances, and then we'll have a decent team on our hands. But positive result, and I'm happy, mate, with the 2-0.
Yeah, Tops. You know, in regards to the strikers, Aubameyang and Lacazette,
Yeah.
Are you worried that that it was a quiet night for them? I know Lacazette had a couple of chances. Are you worried that they literally had no supply? They didn't have that really any clear-cut chances.
I don't know because I think I see it in a point where I think they were doing more for the team in terms of the runs they were making. I think
that's it.
I think sometimes you've got to think that if you can't have a good game, because I don't think Lacazette had a good game from the off. I was looking at him, and balls were bouncing off him. His touch was going out of play. Obviously, he had that one in the first half where he went under his foot when he should have buried it. And your strikers have them days where you just know it's not going to be their day. Their touch is off, and normally Lacazette's hold-up play is very, very good. And with Aubameyang as well, some of his dribbling was going out of play and stuff like that. But I think if you can provide something else and have off-the-ball skills, which both of them have, obviously Aubameyang with his pace, Lacazette's very good as well.
That's it.
Provide space. I mean, look at how well Ozil played, and that's because of the space that the two strikers were allowing, occupying the where they don't know whether to go closer to Ozil or to track the runners of the strikers themselves. So I think you can have a performance where, yes, they might not have scored and they might not have had their own personal proper performance, but if you can help the team and the team won 2-0, and think about it, they didn't have a great performance, and look how many chances we created still. Imagine, they were on job as well. It would have been crazy. So for me, I don't think they have their best of games, but I still think they did enough towards the team to help them have a decent game as well, mate. I really do.
Okay. LilMazy, what's your assessment of the game last night against Napoli? Oh, he's dropped out of the call again.
Dropped out again. Nice.
It's going to be. Listen, I know the feeling. Oh, he's come back in. LilMazy.
Yes, I'll come back again. I'll come downstairs to get a bit closer to the router. I don't know if that's what it is.
Well, listen. Let me get to you quickly before you have any mishaps again with the Wi-Fi. So, what's your assessment of the game last night against Napoli?
Oh, fantastic, man. To be honest, before the game, I was literally saying to my mate to work, I will take a 1-0 because the clean sheet is the most important thing. I would have preferred, as Top said, the clean sheet, 2-0 as opposed to 4-2, which it easily could have been. Absolutely fantastic. We came flying out the gate. Every player was on form, which I was really hoping they would, because obviously bouncing back from the Everton game, their confidence might not be so high. But obviously at home, we're a different animal. It seems like we cannot be messed with this year. In the league, we've only lost to City all season at home. Obviously, we lost in the cups, but don't worry about that. But yeah, I thought it was fantastic. Maitland-Niles was fantastic. Ramsey was fantastic. And Maitland-Niles is quick thinking as well. When he set up Ramsey for the first goal, he's turned around all in a second. In his instinct he's really turning into a player at the minute. Maitland-Niles, awesome. Obviously, Ramsey, fantastic finish. I forgave him for missing that absolute sitter towards the game.
Yeah.
Oh, he's dropped out. He's dropped out again.
Oh,
Pabs.
Yes, sir.
Pabs, there's a question in the chat for you, which comes from the English Conversation Club. And they're asking you, should we play Ozil in the second leg?
I think... again, it will depend on the tactics, how we present ourselves. I think we should. This is my opinion, anyways. I'm no football manager. But in my opinion, I strongly believe we need to take the game to them. Rather than just go and defend a 2-0 lead, which happens in Europe. Sometimes. And listen, let's not forget the Napoli ground, man. The Napolitans, all over Italy, they're very passionate. But bloody hell, Napoli is like almost like the Anfield of Italy. Let's put it that way. It's a severe, especially on a European night. They are a big club. They have history, and down there in the south of Italy, they just absolutely, Napoli fans love Napoli like no other, in my opinion, in Italy. And you can say the same with the Juventus, AC Milan's, Inter, but I think the Napoli fans do cut the edge a bit. They are they are hardcore, and this is when our players, Unai Emery and everyone, all the staff need to have their heads switch on, because it's going to be hostile. I mean,
but they should be used to hostile environments.
Yeah,
I mean, that shouldn't be.
Yeah, I mean, Unai will. He comes from Sevilla. When Sevilla played Real Betis, that's a different type of gravy. You know what I mean? Obviously, he comes from North London when we played Tottenham. It's that. But it's not. We are passionate, but we're not Sevilla. In Napoli, you expect the boss to get attacked. You expect cans thrown at the boss or rocks. It's scary stuff for anyone. You can be used to whatever you want, but they don't. They're not far from like Boca Juniors and River Plate do to each other. Like they actually even canceled the Copa Libertadores final because they literally broke the bus. They shattered the bus, and the Libertadores had to be played in the Bernabeu. Anyways, that's not the point. What I'm trying to say is it will be a hostile environment. Having said that, I think we should get pumped up by that. I'm expecting that. We should be pumped up by that. And yes, coming back to the question, why not? Ozil, we're going to play attacking football. Absolutely. Ozil is the man to be there. Player or two strikers, as Top said. Maybe they're not going to score. Maybe they're going to have a shot or two on target, off target, whatever. But the work rate, the creating spaces, when you have Aubameyang and Lacazette opening spaces, you completely cancel Koulibaly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Koulibaly, he's a top defender, man.
But Pabs, you say that, Pabs, but I saw a lot of times that Koulibaly did have time on the ball, and he was pinging balls over the midfield and over the defense. And
but that comes from the pressure that we put. That comes from something. Sometimes you can have a Leo Messi, but if you put him under pressure, sometimes not even him can do it. Well, that's talking too much, but you know what I mean. When you put people under pressure, you're forcing mistakes. So sometimes they do have the ability and make a cracking, play that you say, wow, but if you put the pressure, you are inviting him to force some errors.
Yeah.
And not only errors, just open the space, Koulibaly, etc. I forgot the name of the other one. When they're being concentrated, marking our Lacazette or Aubameyang, the Ramses, the Ozils, the Maitland-Niles, the Monreals, they can do the runs and create a space. Kolasinac was a dog as well, man. He was a beast last night. And he had chances. It was a bit on that final third that you thought, he should have passed it. But you know what? We had chances. The keeper saved. One the Maitland-Niles one. That sort of volleyed it-ish, into the ground.
Into the ground.
It was, but when you are entertaining those type of defenders, absolutely, you open spaces, and we have midfielders, bro. We do have some quality midfielders, and Ozil is another one that can put a deadly pass, So, of course, in my opinion, we should play positive, attack them. We score one goal, mate, they have to score 4. You know what I mean? It's simple as that.
Yeah.
If they score 1-2, we score 1, and that's it. So, but I just hope we don't invite the pressure on us.
Yeah.
And this is where the away form comes. You know what I mean? Like, if we're gonna play like we did with Everton, unfortunately, I can assure you we're gonna get mauled. So we do have to absolutely turn the corner and learn from the mistakes. I hope I'm not sure Unai knows, man. Come on,
Yeah,
he's a top coach. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like,
Okay,
but
okay,
yeah, you got my
okay. Fine.
point.
So, LilMazy, you dropped out again from the chat from the podcast. Did you want to continue your point?
Yeah, I'd love to,
Yeah.
mate. Yeah, I figured it out just quickly. My laptop is dodgy, so I'm just on my phone instead. Seems to be working a lot better. But
Okay.
yeah, like as I was saying, I forgave Ramsey for missing that absolute sitter towards the end because I thought it was a great goal that he scored. And what I really love about Ramsey as well, just quickly, is that he's really. It seems like he's playing his best stuff like for a long time, like he's given his all. Even though he's leaving, he's given everything in the games. You know,
Absolutely.
and I really respect that about him, and that's why it's such a shame that we have to let him go because it seemed like it didn't have to happen, you know. But anyway, back to the performance. Absolutely fantastic. I was absolutely thoroughly surprised. I was really, really nervous going into that game. I was thinking, oh, maybe we can escape with a 1-0.
Why were you nervous? Nervous?
Well,
Why?
well, I wasn't really nervous because we were at home, but it's just because. It's just because it's Napoli, and if they smashed us and they look like we're going out, then because of our away form in the top four, I'm not too confident with the top four at the minute. I'm kind of looking a bit more on the Europa League.
Jesus Christ! You say you're not nervous when you say that, mate. Jesus Christ! Gee.
But
anyways,
LilMazy, keep going.
I'm with you. If you give me a choice, top four. But anyways, you keep on going. Go.
No, but it's just because like 4 of our games are away, man. We've got Leicester away, Watford away. Like I don't know, man. But yeah. Anyway, Napoli away, man. Oh yeah, I'm just hoping we can nick a goal, man. If we nick a goal, then it's game set match. If we nick a goal, it's done.
But you know, as Pabs says, for me, I think we have to play to our strengths because if we just sit back defending, we're going to be asking for trouble.
It's the confidence because at home we're full of confidence. We go out there, we start the game off really fast. What's the term I'm looking for? I don't know, man. But yeah, we come out of the gate, you know. But when we're away, we seem to be a lot more kind of cautious. You know, we don't seem to play on the front foot as much. We kind of invite the pressure on quite a bit. And it leads to sloppy mistakes because everyone's kind of nervous. We need to play with the same confidence. Because if we could play like that in every game, we'd be one of the top teams. Like if you look at our home form in the league, we've only lost to City all season, and our away form is terrible. If our away form was anything like our home form, we'd be challenging for the title.
Yeah.
But then, LilMazy, there's the question: why are we like that away from home? Why do we lack so much confidence?
You always kind of expect a team to be like kind of like a bit better at home because they have their crowd around, they're playing with confidence, the atmosphere and everything else. But I don't know. I'm not sure if it's like a mental block or it's like discipline or something. But
it's definitely mental.
Yeah, like it's just a way. We're just we're absolute opposites, like polar opposites. It's quite amazing. But yeah, I have no idea, but if Emery can fix that and turn that around, we'll definitely be challenging for the title. But I don't know if he can do it in 1 season or even 2. Maybe, to be honest, he's exceeded my expectations so far.
But everyone's expectations, mate.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So before I go back to tops, so LilMazy, would you play Ozil in the second leg
away at Napoli?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't know. I want to say just because, we need to face it. He is our best player. Well, technically, and he's really skillful. And when he's on it and when he's fighting, he is amazing. But when things aren't going his way, and he just doesn't. I don't know. Sometimes he loses his, Although he just goes missing because he can't focus when things aren't going his way. He just gets too frustrated, and I don't know. I think Ramsey is a lot more disciplined. I'd probably, if I had to choose between Ramsey and Ozil, I'd probably play Ramsey. Although, to be honest, I'd probably just play both of them. I'd probably stick with the same lineup.
Yeah. Okay. Tops, would you play Ozil on the second leg? No, you feel it's going to be very, very hostile atmosphere there.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I mean, I think. In terms of the tactics, I think we might have to import kind of a counter-attacking kind of style. And I think with that, I think having someone like Alex Iwobi, who's a fantastic. Might be a better way to go about it, just because he's someone that can relieve pressure. Because let's be honest, Napoli are going to have the majority of the ball anyway, right? Whether we try and take it to them or not, because they're going to be at home. They need 3 goals, so they're going to have the majority of the ball anyway. So we're going to be on the back foot somewhat. So we're going to have to try and incorporate a style where when we win the ball back, we have the players who can transport the ball from our half to their half quite quickly. And you look at our squad, and it's only really Iwobi, maybe Mkhitaryan, but he doesn't really have the pace, probably the strength that Iwobi has, and Aubameyang, but he's more someone that can run into this rather than a dribbler. So for me, maybe Emery's would think that, start Iwobi, then we can try and get someone like a Torreira or Ramsey who were tenacious in the first game to try and nick the ball back, win the ball back with their energy and tenacity, and then give it to someone like an Alex Iwobi or a Mkhitaryan or someone like that who then could drive into spaces and opportunities where we can try and get a goal and then put more pressure on Napoli, because I do fully going to get 1 or 2 goals at least, because they're a good side.
They're a very good side.
Probably beat Liverpool this season at home. I think they drew with PSG at home as well. I think it was 2-2. So they have got good players, and they can score against better defenses than ours at their home ground. So for me, I'm not expecting an easy game. I think it will be difficult.
Okay.
And Ozil might have to drop out for this one. I mean, even if he doesn't start, we can always bring him up for a bit of quality if we needed to. But for me, I think I'd play well fair.
Okay, all right. Well,
right. So just one little bracket.
Yeah, go for it.
Let this stat sink in. We have conceded less goals with Ozil starting for Arsenal than starting with Iwobi and Mkhitaryan, and this is a fact. How does that work? I don't know. I'm not a statistician, but this is true. We conceded less goals with Ozil on the pitch than with Mickey and Iwobi. So, in my opinion, play the lad.
All right. So, just quickly go into the chat. There's been a couple of comments. I've got Colin from Much FM. Yo, Colin, what's happening, brother? I can't wait for Arsenal and Chill to come back with you on tops, man. But that's another time, man. So anyway, he's saying that he wasn't nervous, and he said he wouldn't play Ozil because he reckons Ozil is awful away from home. But yeah, well, I know, Pabs. Give me a pint of beer or whatever you're drinking there, man.
Look, it's because the problem is, let's not forget, football is a team game. You cannot just make a scapegoat. You cannot just blame one. Ozil has games that absolutely shines, right? And when he shines like a shooting star. When he disappears, though, mate, it's not that he disappears. It's just the run of the game hasn't, but that doesn't mean that Ozil is a bad player, for goodness sake.
I don't think we said that he's a bad player. What I would say, Pabs, literally on this channel, and a lot of the guests that have come on the channel, they will say when Ozil has a good game, we will say he's had a good game. Like whatever players, and when he has a bad game, we will say he has a bad game. The problem is, or the argument could be, that maybe there's some games that he just cannot play because maybe the physicality of the opposition is just too much for him.
Absolutely. But it worked the first time around. It definitely worked at home. I just don't see why change something that it's working. Okay, look, everyone can have a point, we're just sharing opinions here.
Yeah,
and I'm not an Ozil fanboy and all that. I'm an Arsenal fan. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, I want the team to win, whether it's Mkhitaryan, Iwobi, or El Neni playing, brother. Do you know what I mean? It's simple as that. I want us to win. I'm not the manager. I'm not the strategist here. But if something is working, and as we mentioned before, we have, like I said, Aubameyang. Hopefully by then, Xhaka will be back. I don't know. I have no idea how long he's going to be out. a Xhaka and Torreira midfield would be beautiful. You know,
Yeah.
we don't have to forget Xhaka. So and here we have another scapegoat. You see, but Xhaka, when he plays, man, and it's simple as that. You know, people are too quick to judge. You know, and it's hard. And the same with Unai or you know, as Macy said, he expected, I think, everyone's expectations, man. We are there in the top four. Hopefully, we will have. Well, we already have a foot in the semi-finals of the Europa League. Do you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
No disrespect to the other teams, but Arsenal being the club that we are, we're big. Believe it or not, we are big. Um, you know, I don't see why we cannot get to the final. Really,
Yeah. All right.
and then, however,
Sorry.
playing Chelsea does make me nervous, bro. You know, somewhere in Azerbaijan or wherever the final's going to be. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so let's
God.
take a quick pause for the cause. Anyone who's just come through and they're just seen the podcast, Canon for TV, with my lovely guests on this segment, Easy Talk, make sure you subscribe. I think I've probably left LilMazy's link in the comments box. I'm not sure. Make sure definitely you follow Tops, because I'm hoping one day we'll have Arsenal and Chill back. Colin. And also, Pabs, I'll leave the links for you to follow.
Oh yeah, you know that Tops rings the bell, man. I probably follow him already.
There you go. There you go.
my
30
G,
minutes
my
into
G,
the
my G. Sorry, Macy. I don't mean to ignore you. I'm saying, but Macy, you don't ring the bell, but I follow you, man. I follow you.
Yeah,
I'm saying,
cheers, man.
I'm not a leader. I'm a follower, G.
Listen, guys, just a very quick question before we go into the next part of the podcast. I saw reports about the previous number 7, Alexis Sanchez. A quick yes or no. Would you have Sanchez back at Arsenal? LilMazy.
No.
Tops.
No.
Pabs.
C.
Really?
Dude, come on, man. Listen. Last year. Come on.
No.
Come on.
Listen, I'm going to cut you out.
No, you have to give me a timeout here. His head was turned. We were crap. And, you know, to be fair, between Alexis and Ozil, they pulled us, man. They pulled us. They pulled the team. They put the team on their shoulders, you know. End of the contract, whatever happened with the board, with Arsen and all that, you know, why are you going to refuse a 500K contract, you know? And at the end of the day, you know, we are all us fans. The difference between us fans and players that we're all about passion, you know. Players are passionate as well, but at the end of the day, it's their business. That's how they make their money. That's how they make their lives. You know, if someone goes with 500K, you know what I'm saying? Are you really going to say no? You know? However,
yes.
Having said that, he has disappeared. I would have loved to see this guy under the management of Unai Emery, right? With the intensity that we play, because when he had the intensity, and I'm sorry, Arsenal, but sometimes when Alexis had the intensity, our team didn't have it, and he would complain. He would go, you know. A few players used to have it, like Welbeck. You know, they have this work rate. They go and fight for the ball, and you know, they just won't stop running. And back then, you know, I could see his frustration. Having said that, he has disappeared. You know, I wouldn't take Alexis on a 300K. I wouldn't take him. You know, I would take him probably on a 3 or, you know, on what he was before. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't go over the top to sign him back. But I think it's all bullshit, man. He ain't coming back. I excuse my French, but I don't think we're interested. I really don't think that's just paper sounding it.
And Tops, you said no. You said definitely no. You wouldn't have him back.
Sorry, when I see Jesse Lingard moonwalking to celebrate. Okay, William. No, he can stay there. The only reason that he wants to come back because he's flopped at United. 4 goals in the calendar year. No way. No, thank you. Fair enough. You got your big contract, but it's not worked out for you. So you can
true.
There. There's plenty of other players we can get, mate. Honestly, and don't get me wrong, I used to love Alexis when he played here, and fair play.
Yeah, likewise.
You know, the club wasn't ambitious, and fair play to him, but you've made your decision. You've gone to Manchester United.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Yeah. No, it's true. It's true. I take my C away. Sorry, Alexis. Sorry, G. Top salt. You know, I joined the top side. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, lads. Sorry.
Right, it takes me on to the segue. So the next part we want to just talk about was players who have worn the number 10 shirt. Oh, Ozil currently wears the number 10 shirt. But in the history, there's been a whole plethora of players who have worn the number 10 shirt. LilMazy, who has been your favorite player who has worn the number 10 shirt?
Oh, wow. I might have to go with ever. I mean, ever in history. Fucking hell. I mean, as far back as I can remember, I gotta say I'm still young. But maybe Van Persie. He was the number 10. He played number 10, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yep.
Yeah, because I remember when I was younger, mate. He was fucking. He was. Oh, sorry, but yeah, he was awesome back in the day, man. When he played for us, and as well, Freddie Youngberg. Did he ever play number 10? I'm pretty sure he did. Didn't he?
No, I don't think he did. I think he played. Was it number
8?
Number 11.
Number 8.
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah.
10 was it? Bergkamp played the 10 as well.
Hey! Yes! God! Oh, goodness. Oh, I was going like, mate, you forgot that. You know what I'm saying? It's a
yeah, my favourite of all time. Yeah. Bergkamp, man. I'm going with Bergkamp.
Actually, before Ozil, it was Wiltshire. Jack Wiltshire. Yeah, RVP.
Yeah.
Tops, your favourite player has worn a number 10.
Oh, God, it's only one player. It's got to be named Gareth, you know? It's got to be. No, I'm joking.
Wait.
No, it's got to be Dennis Bergkamp. Absolutely sensational footballer. The best footballer I've ever seen, to be honest with you, to play at Arsenal. Unbelievable player. Some of the things he could do on and off the ball, absolutely sensational, honestly. I don't think we ever see another player like that. I mean, my favorite player, but in terms of actual ability, raw ability, he's on another planet, man. Oh, my God. If I could watch him again, I would do, man. But yeah, for me, it's got to be Dennis Bergkamp for me. That's just my personal opinion, mate.
Yeah, not RVP? RVP, you know.
Oh, nah, not like Judas.
No. She said no, Robin. She said no.
Oh, Lord. Yeah.
He said no, Robin. She said no. You're a cat, Robin. Anyway, sorry. Too much French. Yes, you know. Sorry, I'm drinking beer, man. Sorry.
No worries.
Yeah. Number 10, Dennis Bergkamp. Next question. That's it. That's it. Say no more. Do you know what I'm saying, mate?
All right. Okay. I'll go through just some of the other players who have worn the number 10. So previous, it was Jack Wiltshire, RVP, William Gallas, unbelievable.
Fuck it.
Yeah. Dennis Bergkamp.
Did it? I forgot about Gallas. Yeah.
Yeah. Paul Merson, Kevin Campbell, Anders Limpard, Perry Groves, Steve Bold as well, right in the 88 to 89 season. Yeah, dearie me. So there's been quite a few, and I guess for me, my favorite has to be Dennis Bergkamp, the best player, the best Arsenal player that I've seen play for Arsenal. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, just that whole team from that season. To be honest with you, the whole team.
Yeah. It seems such a long time ago now, isn't it? It's just moves very, very quickly. All right, so guys, just to look forward to Monday night football against Watford. A tough, extra tough.
Scheiße. Nah, no tienen cojones, Watford, hermano.
Yeah, no cojones.
Simple as that.
We need the
They don't have
cojones.
cojones. Come on, the Arsenal. Oh, we have to do them, mate. We have to do them. We don't
No,
do
Pat,
them.
you say we have to. Do you think we can do it?
Yeah.
Because our away record, Watford are a tough team.
Listen, Arsenal on their day, they can do whoever they want.
Yeah.
This is Arsenal, yeah? Home or away, mate. It doesn't matter. You know? But we need to get that spirit, that mentality, that energy in here. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and this is when players become players, you know? I'm gonna even change of sport, you know, like Michael Jordan's, you know, like Tom Brady's, you know, in American football, you know, winners like Cristiano Ronaldo in football or Leo Messi, you know, when this is when you need to show up. And I know I'm just talking about Watford, you know, but it's this spirit, you know, this winning mentality that you have to go there and perform and just go for it. And this is what makes winners winners. It's simple as that, you know. This is what made invincibles invincible. You know what I mean? Like it's simple as that. It's simple as that. Well, it's not simple in it because it's easier said than done. Obviously, but and we're fans, you know, footballers. As footballers, I think they have to get that fire in their belly.
But that can only come from the manager. The manager has to inspire them, no?
But you know, man, it can happen to the best of us. You know, in your daily job. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you can have a day off that you're not feeling on top of your performance. You know, so. Yes, and the manager can lift you up, but you know you can have the most positive of managers. If you don't have it inside you, it doesn't matter who you have in front of you. You know, you need to. It's an individual thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just. Now I'm talking deep. You know what I mean? I'm talking beyond football now. But you know what I'm saying? Like it's just that energy that you know has to come. You know, like and top sportsmen do have it. The biggest ones, you know, the Floyd Mayweathers, this spirit that, you know, you just don't give up. You just don't think of losing. But that's a different thing. And I know we're talking about Watford. Can we do it? Yes, we can. On any given day. But number one, we have to believe. We have to play football. You know, on paper, nothing counts on paper. You can only play whatever's in front of you, and you have to perform. It's simple as that. It doesn't matter who you are, what your team title is, and what your team is called. You know, at the end of the day, it's 11 against 11, and if you perform, you're most probably gonna win. You know, but what, you know, should we lose or take a point? You know, at least I don't mind losing, believe it or not, if we played well, you know, if the only team deserved it well. But when we go with a negative mentality and, you know, then it's a different story. That's when, you know, a lot of Arsenal fans, me included, we get frustrated, don't we? Yeah. But absolutely, we can do it. Absolutely.
LilMazy. Monday.
To be honest, I think we need to win it to keep our top four hopes going. So I think if we draw, like, it won't be over, of course, but after the loss at Everton, it will be a bit of a kick in the teeth to not get the 3 points. So I think we need the 3 points to keep the top four chase alive, because obviously we're not out of it yet. We only lost that game in hand. But the thing is, though, Watford are going to be full of confidence at the minute after their 3-2 win over Wolves in the FA Cup. They're going into the final of City. They are going to be on probably the high of the season for them at the minute. So we are really going to have to go there and fight them. As the manager said, we're going to need to go there with a positive mentality. We're going to need to have fighting spirit. We're going to need to really believe we can go there and win. But the thing is that we're Arsenal. We should be going and beating these sort of teams home or away anyway. We shouldn't, need to worry too much about it. But it's the business end of the season. And to be honest, I think we need the 3 points. I'll be very disappointed if we draw, because if all the other teams around us win, and
that's it. we're done.
then we slip 2, maybe 3 points behind where we need to be, and then we're relying on them to lose. We want it to be in our hands, not in theirs. We don't need to rely on their results for us. We need to win this game, in my opinion, and we will.
Yeah, Tops.
Yeah, I have to echo what the boys just said there. I mean, obviously, because we play on Monday, there's a good likely chance we're going to be 6 going into the game. So the pressure's going to be on. It's an away game. And everyone remembers the cojones with Deeney and stuff. And obviously, Deeney's going to be pumped, But yeah, I just want to see a bit of fight. I mean, it's kind of a tricky one because they'll be losing away. We're performing so poorly. You look at the likes of West Ham away, where we created next to nothing, lost 1-0. Everton away, bait Borisov, etc. We're not even playing well, and then getting unlucky when we're losing games. We're putting in abject performances. So if you could just put in a decent performance, we've got a hell of a chance of winning. These teams are not better than us. We're just not putting in the performances that are required to get the 3 points. And I think if we, like you said, if we battle challenge, and I think the likes of Torreira, that midfield, he's so tenacious. He wants to win every kind of 50-50 challenge, and if he can have that, infectious effect on the team, and the likes of Lacazette can end up pressing as well. I think we've got a great chance. We've got the quality to beat this team. Watford, they're on a very good run, and they've got in the FA Cup final, but they're not a top 4 quality team. And we've played. Look how well we played away against Tottenham with better players. So it's definitely capable. We can do it. It's just the team's mentality on the day. We need to win. It's a must-win. We've already lost against Everton. We have to win this game, and we're playing last. So the pressure is going to be on. And I think the boys will put in a performance away from home finally, and I think we'll get the 3 points, mate. Really.
Yeah, and also I think if hopefully we get the win, it will keep us in good stead for the second leg against Napoli. So that give us some kind of momentum. Listen, I'm hopeful that we will get the win, against Watford. There, we can do it.
It is definitely a domino effect. It is definitely a domino effect. So yeah, a good run. We had a 21, 22 unbeaten run.
Yeah.
Let's do it again. We are capable. We've done it. It's not like we haven't achieve things with this Arsenal team, and it's Emery's first year, man.
Yeah,
this is what we all need to, to remember. Jesus, wouldn't Man United would have given the same thing being under Moyes in the first season like that? After a big change, and I hate comparing our club with others. Everyone to their own, but. It's a transition period, and a successful. Even Liverpool, right now, you can see the benefits, the flowers coming out of the seed. That they planted. It's just metaphorical as it sounds, but you know what I'm saying, like. On the first year, not even Liverpool had this. Well, maybe Klopp played the final of the Europa League and lost it. But whatever, I can't remember. I'm not interested in them. What I'm trying to say is that Liverpool have many transition periods. Man United, and then us, with long-serving managers. And I think it's just clicking. I do believe it is clicking. It is his first season. The 22, 23 players that he's got available, they're not his. He brought few like Torreira, etc. So, let's have faith in this man. The geezer couldn't even speak English when he came. He really couldn't. I'm Spanish speaking, and I have a very average English myself. But this geezer couldn't speak anything, man. And I think it's quite remarkable how he has learned the language and to communicate with us fans and everything. You can tell he's trying, and
he's trying very hard.
I just hope for him, man. I just hope for him that the results actually go for him. I think we have a manager. Ian Wright defends him left, right, and centre. You know what I mean? And Ian Wright is a legend, mate. Martin Keown, and even the match of the day guys, at the end of the day, they all do give him, that sort of respect, and I believe he deserves it. Absolutely deserves it.
Pabs, can I get a prediction from you for Monday night? What do you think the result's going to be for Monday? Or am I pushing you too? Sorry, man.
I'm saying 2-1 to the Arsenal, but we're conceding the first goal.
That's typical Arsenal. No, you say that. You say that, but that would be typical Arsenal to concede the first goal, and then that would be typical.
So
okay,
that's
LilMazy.
That's my prediction.
LilMazy prediction for Monday.
I'm going to go for a bit of a wild one, and so I think we're going to win 3-2. I've just got that a couple of goals for each team, kind of high scoring, high pressure kind of feeling for this game. But I think we'll go 1-0 down, bring it back to 1-1, probably go 2-1 down, bring it back to 2, and then get.
Tops.
Yeah, I'd probably say I agree with Paolo. I would say 2-1 Arsenal. I think we can see the first goal as well, and then claw it back and hang on for the win. Much needed 3 points, I think. That's what I'm going to go for. 2-1.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm going for 2-1. 2-1 as well.
The goal we're going to concede, I can tell you the goal we're going to concede is going to be a penalty by Mustafi, man. Clumsy one as well, isn't it?
Yeah, Mustafi.
No, listen.
Mustafi would jump into someone or something.
He's a good egg. He's a good egg. But come on, man. We have to love our players. You know what I'm saying? Like, but sometimes he can give us that, that Harry Kane penalty. Now I just can't. Why push him like that? Why? No need, isn't it?
But it's not the first time, Pabs. It's not the first time. That's what gets me. It's not the first time.
Exactly. Well, look, we ain't perfect. It would be easy.
Yeah.
It's that. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Consistency levels. But who would have said Koulibaly would have scored a fucking own goal yesterday?
Yeah. I just hope he's already scored his first goal for Arsenal.
No, I'm upset that actually was ruled. It was ruled as an own goal. For me, that's a Torreira goal.
Yeah.
No,
that's a Torreira goal.
No.
Surely that was on target, man. At least that was touching the post, didn't it?
No, it was missing the goal, Pabs. You could see behind. I'm going to give it to Torre because he's one of my favourite players.
From the angle I saw, it was going in.
All right, okay. All right.
It's just that maneuver, boy. It's like that. Oh my goodness! He won the ball. You know what I'm saying? Gee,
that was what goal.
Well, I mean, it's an own goal, but what a goal! I just loved it. I loved it. Absolutely. And the first goal, beautiful.
Yeah.
The first goal, I'm gonna say it here on Twitter or whatever. I was texting this lady, Bird. I'm single at the moment, and she just sent me a pic. I swear that she sent me a pic with the Arsenal shirt on. As soon as I received the pic, I replied, "Oh my god, that's lovely." Boom, we score, mate. I swear that. That's a sign. That's a sign from the heavens, isn't it? That's it.
Yeah, that's good. I'm good for it.
Yeah.
Listen. On that note, I'm going to end this segment of Easy Talk. Listen, it's been an absolute blast to have Tops back. Tops, I'm still waiting for Arsenal and Chill to come back, man. Have a word, Colin. Come on.
Never know, man. Never say never, innit? Never say
never. Yeah. But good to have you back anyway,
Thanks for having me back on, bro. Appreciate it.
LilMazy, as always, man.
Great, man.
We are so grateful to have you on the show. Thank you very much.
We sorted it out. In the future, it should be right. I'll just use my phone now.
No worries. Pabs.
Yes, sir. Salud, hermano.
Hermano. Gracias por quedar aquí en the podcast.
That's it. Absolutely, my G. My pleasure. It was fun. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun to talk about Arsenal with my dear fellow Gooners. I love you all. You know what I'm saying? Let's just get behind the team. Let's be positive, man.
Yeah.
That's my motto. You know, there's so much negativity going on social media and shit like that. You know, we're at the end of the day, we're all one, aren't we?
Yeah.
We all want the same.
Yeah,
Red and
yeah.
white, aren't
And that's it. Anyways,
But listen again, Pabs. Thank you very much, and whatever
No.
you're having, I'll have one as well. But
thank you.
whoever came past and saw this segment of Cannon Fodder, Easy Talk, from the guys and myself, we are out.
Thank you.